Okay. I don't know anything about that letter. Maybe it'll be brought up at Sikander Spires. Or maybe I need to steal it. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Would it have been possible?
Probably not. That'd be an odd thing to pull.
Spiders everywhere, apparently. Why is it so quiet?
I don't know, but I don't like it. Stay alert. Something's definitely off.
Is this the
Bounty hunter lady?
Yeah, she has the weird piratey voice. Told you we'd be meeting again, didn't I? It took us a girl out, you know. Being right all the time. I like this meeting better already. You don't have a hostage to hide behind. Ha! Funny girl. I just knew there was something I liked about you. What does Sigil want with us this time? You figured it out, eh? Yeah, I'm with Sigil. My task is to keep any mocked from completing the pilgrimage. That's why I'm here, to see that ye drop out of the quest. Drop out o the quest, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the whole O business. I saw ye helping folks in old Bazzil and Thesperos. I can tell you're a good sort. A woman of principles and all that. Here's me deal. Swear to me you'll abandon the pilgrimage, and that'll be that. Easy paisy. Wasn't that breezy? An interesting proposal. Here is my counteroffer. For the crimes of kidnapping, ransoming, and attempted murder, the laws allow you capture, dead, or alive. Oh, allows your capture. Interesting. You surrender peacefully, and we'll make that alive. Oh, perhaps you've got a titch too many principles at that. I suppose we do it the hard way, then. And don't you think you'll be surprising me with your weirdly demon powers this time, little miss?
I knew it was too quiet there in position before we even got here. Now we're surrounded. Do you have a plan?
She's obviously the leader. Take her down quickly, and I bet the rest will scatter fast enough.
Oh, dang it. I bet she's another party member.
Potentially. Righty-ho, y'all. This is no bunch of lightweights. No quarter. No how. Oh, look, they have a bug on their team.
They do have a bug on their team.
A couple bugs on their team.
Which means I am not bringing my bug on this team. Okay. 111. Oh. It's vaguely useful? Blade Wolf. Finn. Anadine and Yates. Okay.
Ah. Thorns?
I haven't got the assassin class yet. Wonder when we get access to that.
Maybe you need rogue, among other things.
Possibly. I mean, that's what Scoundrel is. So, I don't know. Let's see, Soul Magic. Mass Shield. Oh, right, I've got to mess with his perks at some point. Oh, well. Hi! Wow, Blade Wolf can move. Let's see, how much HP? These guys are not actually that durable.
She seems to be in a stance. Does that girl have the one for all thing going on?
No, she's probably got focus more than anything else. Yeah, focus. Well, I can do Berserk. Or you could just hit her.
I mean, that seems straightforward enough.
Alternatively, I have multi-shot. Small area. That'll work.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Okay, well that didn't actually do that much damage. It looked cool, but...
Yeah, it was a fancy explosion, but...
Fancy explosion, but not much else. Duality. Spell. Feed water. I don't think I can hit anybody with this. I mean, I could make...
Nope.
Yeah, I could make Blade Wolf bleed. Which, like, I'm sure he'd love that.
Ugh.
But...
Oh.
Yep.
Neat.
So I can use that to get around. Unfortunately, not much I can do with it immediately. But I figured I'd put her kind of near Blade Wolf.
Oh, he can attack Blade Wolf from that distance?
Chucked a rock. Nothing fancy. I almost wonder if, what is it, Tertia? Was it Tertia?
Mm-hmm.
Is the bug lady? If she might almost be...
Well, she's not the bug lady. Tertia is the old lady that
you're right.
is Bizarro's patron of sorts.
Oh.
Quattro was the bug lady. Sort of like a double team.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she's almost involved with Sigil or something. Because this is a lot more of the Thervians. Thervians? Than we've seen so far. Abilities. Where are you weak to? Nothing, actually. Well. What about bleeding? Critical quicken. We'll go with you. Okay, Ancient Power, Dark Bolt? It's not weak to much. Anything. Luckily, I guess we're kind of over-leveled at this point. I was just assuming that fights would keep being as tough as that one graveyard fight. I was apparently quite mistaken. I mean, it did warn me that it was going to be tough business, so shouldn't surprise me that much. Balance him. Or slowing bullet. Slowing bullet!
It's interesting how the bugs are hovering, or at least that particular one.
Yeah, that one is hovering.
Does he have levitate skill?
Yeah, it's got to be some skill he's got access to. Let's see. Might as well heal him. You're oddly quiet this morning.
I'm just observing, and I'm also thinking. I suppose I was just thinking of story stuff. And what kind of characters I want to create for our next campaigns. What? What's going on?
Blade Wolf is the new DNPC in our campaign. Maximum edge.
Blade Wolf.
He doesn't level up, he just picks up a new archetype. Oh, that would be bad.
So, as a DMPC, like the DM player's character?
Yeah, Dungeon Master player character.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of DMPCs.
I do and I don't.
I mean, you would think, if you think about it, any long-standing or recurring NPC would technically be a DMPC. It depends on how long they venture with the party.
Yeah, it's really the point of, are they in the party for long or not?
Mm-hmm. At the same time, if you have a smaller party, then they could fill in a gap that's necessary. Or just help, in general.
Yeah, I just kind of prefer it because it's like an easy way of rounding out the party. It's not as necessary when you've got larger teams, but if you've only got a couple of players, in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, you generally want one just around. You know, so say, like, we're doing our upcoming campaign. We're going to have a cleric, a barbarian, and whatever you make.
Really? Did she want that?
Probably.
Really?
I think so. And so it's the question of, well, what would round that out? The answer is anybody kind of roguish again, probably. Let's see, this is him. Trickery, sneak attack. You dare turn your back to me? You fool!
Well, I still don't know what I would make. Because I tend towards magic classes because I like using spells. At the same time, it would be interesting to try out one of the more martial classes. It just depends. Also, I still haven't been able to figure out what's so compelling about Monk. They seem to have a weird energy system with the key. You know what I mean?
He's got fleet of foot. And I'll get it with something.
Because, like, what's the benefit of being a monk?
Well, that's convenient.
Over a rogue or another fighter?
Damn it, Blade Wolf.
What happened to Blade Wolf?
I put Blade Wolf in his one for all stance, which is fine, except for he then I charmed a dude, and then Blade Wolf was like yes, and shoots the guy that I just charmed.
So that knocks him out of the charm.
Knocking him out of charm, yes.
Yes.
Whoops. So to reiterate, dang it, Blade Wolf.
No, but really, have you ever played a monk?
Yeah. Oh yeah, plenty of times. I love monks. So monks have a lot of like physical mobility and stuff. Like you move really fast. You have really good saves. You're not as durable as say like a fighter or a barbarian, but you're kind of a close second. You get a number of interesting skills for getting around, and with the exception of you don't do a whole lot of like lock picking necessarily.
How would they compare to the rogue?
Really, just different flavor.
Really? But don't rogues have stealth among other things? Or
Monks
do monks have
monks
it too?
can have stealth and spec really well into it because they tend to have really high dexterities.
Yes, that's true.
So actually, as a monk, hiding and move silently and whatever. I mean, remember one of the first campaigns we did together? I was a monk. But hiding and moving silently is straight up their alley, no problem.
Is there a female term for monk?
Monk.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to look into that, because I know that with priests, there's priests and priestesses, but...
Worth it!
Also...
Bango! That was
all
a
the monks
weenie.
I've ever seen in monasteries and such, they're...
Well, yeah,
so would it be nuns?
Kind of, but...
But that seems more Catholic than from any of the cultures that, at least the monks that are portrayed in role-playing games tend to be. Those tend to be based off of, Buddhist? What other faiths have monks? What about Tao? Taoist, Shintoism? What other things would have monks that aren't necessarily related to the Catholic monks?
I wish I had a better answer for you, but I really don't.
Oh, okay. But yeah, for the flavor of the monks that are in tabletop games tend to be the Eastern variety. Martial artists, if you will. That begs the question, did Western monks ever have a kind of combat style or martial art? I mean, you saw Friar Tuck with his staff. No. It was Little John that was known for having a staff. What did Friar Tuck do?
Not a
But
clue.
friars are also different. So what's the difference between a monk, a friar, a priest, and I don't know. Unless friars are from a different faith within the... there are so many denominations and such. Friars were particularly the ones that had the... What, did they shave the center of their heads?
Or that's just classic for them being bald.
I thought that it was an intentional thing that they did.
I have no idea.
It was supposed to be a means for them to be closer to the heavens by having a bald spot on top of their head. I
think that's just an excuse for male pattern baldness and trying to call it godly.
But they always had the ring of hair around their heads. You've seen them. I mean, I think it was also in a way supposed to be the Christian offshoot of like the original image of a, what do they call them, yarmulkes? You know, the round hats that people in the Jewish community wear on their heads if they're a man. My cousin had one.
Owie. She's a boomerang. Yeah, she's definitely another party member. By the way. Yeah. She has a bounty hunter class, which seems like it's probably
something that's going to be added.
Yeah, I bet we forcibly recruit her.
Join us or die.
Or, you know, we probably drag her around with us, and then eventually she just joins us because... reasons.
Unless Kyrie says something along the lines of, our goals might be aligned, there's clearly corruption amongst the Immortals.
I think she joins us within, like, the next 2 or 3 missions. Not like an immediate thing.
Weaken. Ooh.
It's nothing to Blade Wolf. Collect pelts.
What?
Nope. Collect pelts.
You can't.
I'm gonna miss.
You can't collect pelts from humans.
I know.
That'd be so grotesque.
There's a quest line in... there's a quest line in Baldur's Gate 2 where you find, like, a skin stealer who, like, wears people's faces and stuff.
Are they akin to a changeling or a some supernatural creature?
Yeah, well, I guess not just their faces. They'd straight up wear, like...
their entire body?
Yeah, kind of. They'd make, like, weird skin suits. And...
did they look convincing, though? Like, would the skin suit adhere to them properly?
Yeah, more or less. Because, you know, Dungeons and Dragons is magic and stuff.
Magic, yeah.
And if you properly killed them, it would actually... well, no, if you killed them, I don't remember if you killed them or if you helped them, but they give you, like, a suit of human skin as armor.
Ew. You're all tougher than ye look. I'll be seeing ye.
Oh.
Woof.
Well, she doesn't join us yet. She does a nice job of getting away.
We'll be ready for her tricks next time. Oh, there are more of Bizarro's people living here, or is this just the town? Oh, look at that old one. Oh, Elder Bazzil. Bazzil?
Once again, my apologies.
Unnecessary. Arbiters are meant to protect citizens, not the other way around.
I did notice some locals taking part in the ambush.
Yes, if they had assistance from Bazzil, it would explain how a band of outsiders could set up an ambush without anyone noticing. After all, most of us live in caves under the city.
But why would the Bazzils help Sigil with their dirty work?
Members of Sigil have been very active in Sikander Spires for some years now. Discontent with the rule of the Immortals has been growing, especially among our younger generations.
But what specifically is their complaint?
Many things, but the biggest issue is the prohibition on arming our own guards, forcing us to rely on arbiters for our own safety.
I understand your concerns, Elder. I promise you, if I can at all influence council policies, I'll make it a priority to improve relations with your people. Wait, so they were encouraged not to have guards or military of their own?
Apparently not.
Was it because in the past humans and the Bazzil had warred with one another, and because Bazzil are insects, they probably had an advantage?
Yeah. Maybe.
Which brings me to the reason for our visit. We require access to the sealed temple.
The Sealed Temple? Yes, of course. I'm afraid this is going to be difficult.
What's so difficult about it?
When news reached us of the march coming here for the pilgrimage, a few Sigil sympathizers flooded the Sealed Temple.
They flooded it? How is that even possible?
Living underground, we Bazzirs are quite knowledgeable about tunnel networks and reservoirs and such things. We believe Sigil members diverted the flow of an underground river, raising the water level until the entire temple was submerged.
The whole thing underwater. Well, that's unfortunate.
Agreed. There's worse news. The water level is so high, it's putting our entire harvest at risk.
Oh yeah, because they probably harvest mushrooms or something underground. Like, ant colonies and such.
Yep.
How irresponsible.
Quite. We have, however, come up with a solution which would restore the water to its previous level, save our harvest, and grant you access to the Sealed Temple.
I get the feeling the solution requires us to do the heavy lifting.
Quite. An explosive device must be placed under the lake by the blockage created by the members of Sigil. The resulting breach will release the floodwaters and water levels should quickly return to normal.
But
the tunnels are infested with monsters, and as you well know, my people are not warriors.
What?
It's the ice cream truck!
Oh no.
We understand the situation, Elder. As arbiters, it is our duty to assist, even if we didn't need access to the sealed temple.
Would that all arbiters were as dutiful as you, young one. There was another group of arbiters here recently. Their leader, Captain Dolman, advises to petition the council for assistance. I do believe we'd lose our harvest before receiving a response.
How lazy! That particular group of arbiters has already been reprimanded.
Oh, that's nice.
That's good to hear. Perhaps I've grown too cynical in my elderhood.
Elderhood as opposed to childhood. That's interesting.
Do be careful in the tunnels. I've heard tell of some of the beasts down there may be larger than normal.
Thank you for the warning, Elder. All right, let's get this done.
Shopping.
Hey, human customers. Don't see many of your kind around here, but isn't she human?
Yeah. No. She is a sentient hat.
Let me know if you need anything.
That's just a mannequin. The hat is the important thing.
It would make sense if that person was a Bazzil, but if they're a backer, then... Huh. then they would have to be human. Unless there are just so many Bazzil in that area, she was just remarking on how there's human customers, finally. Even though they themselves are human too.
Do we have any new boots? Exo Gauntlet. Oh, that's just a defense and evasion boost. Bad. Vigil Band. Keep on alert. Keeps you from sleeping. It's not bad. Really hoping there'd be more boots with speed on them. Oh well. Let's see. So he's got the gauntlet. Let's do Vigil Band. Do you have anything better than the nail gun? A little better.
Ah, you do have a lot of money.
Beret, red beret, brigandine for the dodgy. Yeah, I've got a fair bit of stuff to start picking up here. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize alchemistics could use earth crossbows. That's kind of cool.
What's the difference between a crossbow and an earth crossbow? Is it just element?
Yeah, earth element.
Is there a reason why they wouldn't be able to use crossbows of other elements?
Well, alchemistics, I had assumed would just use staves. Like, that's the only difference, really. Is I was just expecting them to use the staff. Instead. Need the attack bonus. I don't know if I need the rest of any of these things, honestly. He wants the red beret. Do I want to... Well, I don't have a new crossbow, because I don't want to do earth element damage. Because that'd be nice until I run into something that screws that over. Get him the Jadaji. Then we'll get him one Vigil Band. She has a sage hat on. Where did I get that? I have no idea where I got that. Must have picked it up when I had her switch classes. I just got stuff for some reason.
Rewards on certain quests?
Yeah, it must have been. We'll get her the Tierite shield for extra survivability. There we go. Upgrade that scythe. Hurts her crit chance. Don't know if I want to. Okay.
You're really outfitting them, aren't you?
Yeah, might as well. Because I haven't, I apparently haven't done this in a while. And I should have a long time ago.
I don't hear the owl anywhere. Anywhere. I'm upset about that. Hoo, hoo.
That is fair. Okay, natural weapon can't change. So I can give him... Oh, that's interesting. So... I can't give him equipment necessarily, but I can give him...
He seems to be capable of having gauntlets and gloves and jewelry, just not armor.
Let's see. So I could make it so he's completely immune to status effects, to some degree. He can swim to begin with. Because yeah, one thing I could do... as a dumb joke, as I could give him nothing but, like, exo gauntlets. Maybe. Because that would get his evasion up to, like, 13%. It's not really that good. What else we have? Help with vision troubles, eliminate toxins. Yeah, we could just make him immune to status effects. And then get him the Impala boots. Can't improve that at all, it looks like. Yeah. Confirm purchases. That was expensive, but not that expensive. Okay. And I think that's actually a really good stopping point for this episode, so we'll see you guys next time.
Next time we'll go into the caverns.
Yeah. And then at some point I'll go back and do that
The tournament?
that tournament. Let's do the tournament.